Hey, and I don't know how to figure out the intro video, so it's just me going live. Hi, how you doing? I'm going to apologize up front because I will be coughing. It's a thing. It's apparently my cough is my bestest friend, and it never wants to leave me. So I will do my best to do it away from the mic, but I have a feeling that mic picks it up really well. So I'm going to apologize up front. We have Mark the Sarcastic Law Student and Pope Phil. So
Howdy.
howdy, howdy.
Hello.
How
I
you
did
all
pick a
doing?
new. I picked a new duck for today because, of course, I have to have a new duck for every live stream.
Quack.
I felt like I needed a bit of a superhero, so
I need a hero.
I need a hero.
I'm
Holding on
holding
to
out for a
the-
quack hero.
Oh, that was really bad. That was
He's
bad.
gotta be strong. He's gotta be. Oh, sorry.
And
I thought
he's
we were comparing
gotta
it
be
to Arnold.
larger than life.
Yeah, I thought we were going.
Larger than life. Okay. So hey, so who's that? Let's see. Bella was in earlier extolling the virtues of progeny, which was very kind.
Quack.
It's always nice to hear that your kid is doing the right thing, even when you're not around, especially when you're not around, because that's kind of the key. So that's always really just saw that
Quack.
you changed your
Quack.
okay. All right. I mean, you know,
Quack, 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 quack,
if you make me laugh a lot, I
Quack.
will absolutely
Quack.
cough.
quack,
Quack. Quack.
So Bella,
quack.
I don't know if you're still here,
Quack.
but thank you for that. Matt G, Raven Darkstar,
Quack, quack,
and
quack, quack, quack.
and then Mark. I mean,
Quack.
Mark is here. Hi, James K. So excuse me.
I mean,
So-
I could be a bunny. I mean, I don't even know what sound a bunny makes.
Now Pope Phil is now Shuggy. Okay.
Or
I mean,
or I could be a.
That's Mark.
boop the snoot.
Oh
Just boop that snoot.
Oh my God.
You know? But hey, Insane Lane / Lisa Rowe. So I do want to send out my thoughts to Griff Guy. Hey, Daytona. Because you know, her animals, she is the best like motherer of her animals. Like her Pekingese, I don't know how they're still alive. They are. She takes better care of them than I probably do of Progeny. And Molly, her golden, had a big old seizure, like grand mal seizure today. So hey, Sorsha. So thoughts going out to Griff Kai, because that is never fun to see your pet, you know, somehow in agony that you can't fix. And
Yep.
Molly's had some real health issues. Goldens are amazing, and they have been bred like they're now cancer factories, and it's for as amazing a dog as they are, they've got some major health issues, and hopefully Molly will pull through this like she pulled through the fungal infection that had little bumps sprouting up all over her that Griff Kai naturally thought were cancer. Hey, Touche. So just thoughts and prayers for Griff Kai and all of her furry ones, because
Yes.
it is never easy.
You want some good news on that?
Yes,
front?
please. Yes, please.
Charlie has made a miraculous recovery.
As in Chili's Charlie.
Yeah.
Hey, Cicero. Yeah, it's amazing that
Yeah,
one day
yeah,
he's on his deathbed
Mhm,
and he's asking for
mhm.
money.
Uh huh.
And the next day he's absolutely fine.
Yeah,
It's
he was on his last live. He could be heard on his last live stream, barking and scratching and running around. It's a miracle. It's a miracle. He was on IVs in near death's door.
right. I believe all of that.
Uh-huh. Mhm.
Absolutely.
Uh.
What does OMW stand for, Mark?
On my way.
Oh, okay.
Basically,
see-
what's happened here, ladies and gentlemen, is that you've accidentally discovered the real reason that the poop scoop is always 10 minutes late. And
We're
that
just
reason
gonna
is
throw-
not here on screen right now.
We're just gonna throw him right under the bus then. Just
Yes, I am.
we're gonna back
hello-
it, we're gonna back it up. We're gonna run it over him again.
Well, he's old and he was Navy, so they're used to going slow.
Hello, Raven, and yes, Chili still has Charlie. Yes.
Unfortunately, I know so many people were like, "Just give me the dog." I'll
I
take the
know.
dog.
I know. Yes.
Coco, we think, is done with her first and only heat. Thank you, Lord. Thank you. Oh my God.
Hallelujah.
I will never be a breeder. God bless anyone who can breed dogs.
Did you go?
'Cause-
Did you go with the diaper?
We did.
Mm-hmm.
And towels
Uh-huh.
on places because she is smart enough to figure out how to get out of the diapers.
Right. Right.
As soon as as soon as she gets spayed, she's gonna, have stitches and stuff like that we're gonna have to protect. So oh, now he's getting uppity. You can wait backstage, sir. We were on time. Excuse me, pardon me.
You see,
Posh
it's
prick.
6 minutes past. It's nearly 7 minutes past. So
We were on time.
Okay.
this
Fine,
right
within
here
our
is
airtime.
exactly why the poop scoop is always 7 minutes late.
It's within
Because
our time.
either he sugarfies himself for 7 minutes, or he just doesn't turn up. at all.
Oh, you dick. Oh, we're always there before you are. How dare you? I couldn't get out of voice chat.
10 minutes
Hey-ho.
late. 10 minutes late is on time. Broadcast time is early.
But, well, the reason for that is we have to have you turn up on time, or we have to have you turn up early, so that we know to release the bombs exactly when we hit the same position you are.
Oh dear.
And Matt, I
Email.
hope you have enough fresh bread for the entire class because oh my goodness. Yes, please. It'd be interesting to see how many different
That's
kinds of
where
bread
that
you can
bread
come up with
smell is
going
coming
around.
from.
I know, right? Right? So here's
That's what Cicero said.
And,
Don't
what,
make me
what's
laugh too
she
much.
saying? Oh, God.
I know, pardon me. I'm so sorry. So here's what I'm thinking, guys. We have had fun digging into the murder mystery. Unfortunately, I think we're getting to the point where it's kind of, you got to be hands-on with it. And Griff Guy has a lot going on right now where she's not going to be able to like scan everything. And I mean, the 3D stuff she's got to take pictures of and then load them up and all that kind of stuff. She may or may not be able to do that regularly. She's got a lot on plate right now, especially with all her furry ones. So, oh my gosh, Matt is coming in with all the M words. There is one.
Let's face it, the best murder mysteries have been solved when they turn into cold cases. So it works. It's already been 80 years or whatever it is. Okay.
Well, we could take a break from murder and look at that video I sent you through as it's remembered.
And in honor of Veterans Day tomorrow here in the States, absolutely. Was it Remembrance Day?
Well, yeah, it's Remembrance Day in the UK, sir. Oh, is that tomorrow?
It's tomorrow. Yeah. Well, it's the 11th, but again, we have our national service Remembrance on Sunday closest to.
Yeah, we have a Remembrance Sunday, which was yesterday technically.
Okay, yeah.
And then we have Remembrance Day.
Okay, before we get really serious, I'm watching sports ball highlights.
Sports ball.
And a Vikings player scored a touchdown, and his celebration was ray gun. So that was fun.
It was Reagan.
Yeah. The Australian breakdancer. Yeah.
Oh right.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh
God, it was hilarious. It's hilarious. He did it perfectly.
You can tell I am.
Tyler is here.
I am so cool that I picked up on that right away. I didn't need your help at all to figure that out. Not at all. Yes, the Defiler side
I
chats.
completely missed it.
That's because Shuggy thinks football is soccer. So
I mean,
No, shut up.
No, it's
I
the
got
other way.
that
It's
bit.
the other way around.
I missed the everything.
No, it's the other way around. Soccer is football.
nope.
Yes.
we invented the football sport here, so we're going to call it football.
You what? It's
Because
not football, it's handball.
because rugby was already taken.
Yeah, it's like rugby but for wimps.
Oh, he went there. There's
I
a very,
mean-
very good John Cleese clip on how can the Americans call football is handball.
That one's for you, Cicero. Who want? We don't even need to verbalize that one. However,
Oh, well, in that case, moist, wet, juicy,
Oh,
and
you-
smelly. Did that get you nice and
you
moist?
are making me laugh.
Did that get you moist? Why are you all so
Oh,
moist?
stop
Okay,
it.
so anyway, as we continue,
Daddy.
oh,
No.
dang it, man!
Daddy.
That's
Daddy.
that's just gross, and I'm gonna start dropping y'all down because I have the power. So there.
Daddy.
Okay. So anyway, try me. Just try me. Telling you, just try me.
Moist, Daddy, moist.
Okay. Okay. So anyway, as I was saying, Sorsha, I am so sorry for you wearing headphones. Let's see if the little timeout helped. Did the timeout help? Did you self-control? Are we in the right?
Yes. Daddy.
Thank you. So, Phil, have you mastered your own self-control,
Well, I am master.
sir? Sir, I asked a question.
Yes, I have control of myself. Yes, in a master way.
Lock it down, buddy. Lock it down, sir.
I didn't do nothing.
I don't care.
For once. For once, I didn't
one
do
time.
nothing.
The one time my finger slipped, I am so not sorry at all. Mark?
Yes, you did. You turned up late.
Oh, pot kettle.
Daddy.
Mm, he's pushing it tonight. Bro, I feel you, darling. Okay. So
what she
anyway,
said.
as I was saying,
Mommy,
I'm gonna die.
mommy.
don't you dare, Phil. Phil.
What?
I mean, Matt, you may be right.
It just occurred
Now,
to
What are
me.
you doing, stepmommy?
Shuggy wanted me to play something about it's basically like it's the Americans have Tomb of the Unknown Soldier at Arlington. You have something like that, yes, in Great Britain.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's in Westminster Abbey.
Westminster. Okay. I just realized.
And
I don't
it's
have-
well, I mean, the video tells a story, and we can sort of stop it as we go through and talk about it. But there's a very good thing the Band of Royal Marines did, explaining how the Unknown Warrior was selected and how he returned to the UK. And so many people didn't come back from the First War that
right.
there was people didn't have anywhere to grieve, so it was decided they needed to have a central. Anyway, the video explains it, and it's
Okay.
it's quite a moving video. It's only 18 minutes long.
18 minutes. All right, you would think. Oh my gosh, you know me and Tekken. Why can't I get these? I need them
Oh,
like
God.
side by side. I know. I am hopeless with this stuff.
Blame Mark.
Sure. Absolutely. It's all Mark's fault.
Daddy does tech.
All right. So, okay. So let me do.
Be serious,
okay.
mate.
I am going to do my. Whoop, hold up. Shh. Sorry for that. Because now I need to present. Oh boy. Is that going to work?
Fire!
Why are you? Oh, that. Okay. Maybe. Oh, it's a Marine Corps birthday today. Wow. Okay. Hold on one sec, because I need to make you full screen. Sorry, I'm having. Oh crap! Because I can't figure out the windows. Move and resize. Will that work? That won't work. Right and left. Yeah. Oh my gosh! I figured something out. Okay, y'all. I just want you to know I figured something out without Progeny. I just want that to be known. And I just messed it up.
Yay!
I figured it out and then I messed it up because I am that good.
Suck it, Gia. You don't need to know.
Judy's trying to tech. It's just all right. Yeah, see, it's got all of that.
Oh, we're teching. We're teching.
Bottom. Shh, don't scare it away. Will that work?
The one on the right.
Hey, Sue Bear Bestie.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of
No.
tried that, and it,
No, not that. Hover over
Okay,
the video,
so
top left-hand side of the video.
there.
Push that. Push that.
That's it.
Right,
Now
now
you-
go to
But then I
the
did
There we
that,
go.
and then
Okay.
now I can't. Okay,
Yeah.
this is gonna be fun.
Now
Hold
push
up one
play.
sec. I will. I won't be able to see chat for a minute, but just give me a sec here.
Oh, it's all right. I'll take care of them.
It's not putting it through where it needs to be for the audio, which is rude. So let me figure something out.
Well, if it's not doing
Well, you
audio,
scroll-
you need to make sure you select share audio when you share.
That's what I thought I did. Nope. Okay, so I'm going to stop that. I apologize, guys, because this is actually something I would like to get right. All right, let's try this again. Present, share screen, window, share a tab instead.
Yeah, share tab.
Select. It won't let me. Wait. Maybe. Oh, maybe.
And to go present, share screen. Share screen again.
Share audio. Share audio.
I think I got it. It's just I'm sorry that we're not gonna.
Okay,
It's not
test
gonna
it
be
and
full
see.
screen.
Family from around the British Empire.
Okay, we can hear it.
Oh, because I'm hearing it like out of my monitor, not
Yeah, we've got
in
some.
my headphones. So is it
I got some.
all right? And it's not, as long as it's not echoing for anybody.
Nope.
Okay.
Oh, fine.
Had suffered losses. Many of the fallen remained unidentified, resting
Oh,
in
I
war
probably
graves
had
far
that
from
at
home.
like.
One
wicked
man's
speed.
determination to honor these brave men
Yeah, slow
led
it-
to the
slow it
story
down.
of the
Yep.
unknown warrior.
Slow it
There we go.
down. And restart.
Is that Westminster?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In
Big cost for
1916,
everybody.
Reverend David Railton, while serving as an army chaplain on the Western Front, had seen a small wooden cross marking a grave with the words, "An unknown British soldier."
That's so sad.
He later wrote, "How that grave caused me to think. I thought and thought, what can I do to ease the pain of father, mother, brother, sister, sweetheart, wife, and friend? Quietly and gradually there came out of the mist of thought this answer, clear and strong. Let this body, this symbol of him, be carried over the sea to his native land.
I will say that in doing a 5-minute research, a 5-minute Google search on this, especially this is World War I, correct, Shuggy?
Yeah.
That hit France and England a lot harder than it hit us. A lot harder. So definitely, and Sue Bear, it's right that the advance, I mean, we didn't have the DNA records that we do now. I know for anyone entering the service now, they get a DNA sample. But yeah, back then.
After
Didn't
writing
happen.
to the Dean of Westminster, Herbert Ryle, in
Pause it a second. You guys have memorials like in towns and things, don't you? But like for Civil War.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's the same thing over here, but for us it's First World War, so that's kind of the same kind of significance that it has.
Yeah.
And
We
for
have First World War, Second World War, Korean, Vietnam, Iraq.
Gulf War.
in every
Gulf War.
in every town, every town in Scotland has a war memorial, and it is, most of them are put up post 45, or they're put up post 18, and then amended post 45. And it's local people who didn't come home, and that's where I was.
We have a lot of that too. Yeah, we have a lot of. I mean, in the small town that I grew up in Wisconsin, we have a town square that's literally a block. And the courthouse is on it, and then the big memorial for the soldiers that didn't come home. In fact, we have a
and I think that the US. Yeah, and I think the US Tomb of the Unknowns is that they add a body from each conflict, I think. So haven't they put in someone from Afghanistan and everything else?
For the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier, that is from World War I. We have then added we added a body for World War II, for Korean War, and for Vietnam War. I do not believe we have added unknown bodies past that, because we don't have any unknowns. And there has been discussion about we should go back and DNA test the bodies that are in there. But I from my understanding, they won't do that. They will keep it the memorial as it is now.
And this video shows that this is somewhere that there are certain bodies at the bottom of the ocean or that have never been found, where those families have nowhere to grieve. And I don't want to know who the soldier is. Yeah. And there's that cross, and that cross that Railton saw is still in, I think it's Ypres cemetery in France. You can see that cross has been preserved.
Wow.
Here lies a very soldier known only unto God. And that's a whole premise of all of these. It's a Tomb of the Unknowns, yours, ours. It's just the video actually does a very good job of explaining this. Let's just go through it.
1920, he proposed that a British soldier known only to God be laid to rest in Westminster Abbey amongst the kings. This was to represent the many thousands that never returned. The proposal was met with enthusiasm, and so began the journey of bringing this unknown warrior back where he belonged, back home.
It's unusual that does it.
And that's Sir Albert Hall?
Yeah. And he's kind of taught to remembrance there.
Yeah, we have the eternal flame.
We call it a torch of remembrance, but yeah.
On the evening of the 7th of November, 1920, the remains of
Yeah,
4
tell me about a burger
unidentified
raid.
soldiers, one from each of the 4 main battlefields, were placed in the chapel at Saint-Paul-sur-Ternoise, near Arras in France. Brigadier Wyatt and Lieutenant Colonel Gell of the Directorate of Graves Registration and Inquiries entered the chapel alone. The 4 coffins were draped in Union flags and indistinguishable from each other. With eyes closed, Brigadier Wyatt rested his hand on one of the coffins. The selection of the unknown warrior was made.
That is fascinating because I was reading up on how we did it. And for World War I, we brought in 4 caskets of unknown remains. And I'm going to get all kerflumped, but we didn't have a high and mighty, full bird colonel or anything do it. But a service member took a spray of white flowers and laid it on one of the caskets. And that's how ours was chosen.
Gee, when was that?
I have that here. Excuse me. The first one, by the way, arlingtoncemetery.mil has all sorts of good stuff. October 1921.
I guess so a year later, a year after this.
Yeah, a sergeant in the 2nd Battalion just selected it. So, I mean, a sergeant isn't that high up in rank, right?
No.
So, Edward F. Younger, thank you, sir. 2nd Battalion, 50th Infantry, American Forces in Germany. Laid a sprig of white flowers, spray of white roses on one of the caskets and chose our unknown soldier to represent.
See, the thing we had that you didn't have is we had the Commonwealth War Graves Commission. So we had a whole directorate of trying to repatriate and document where soldiers had fallen. And that was headed by a full colonel. And that's why he was the man that did it.
That makes
I'm
sense.
not saying it's any better or different. It's just different to you guys. But
Yeah.
I love the flowers idea as well. It's exactly the same idea. It is actually very moving.
Yeah, it
Very,
really,
very
I
moving.
mean, both, I mean, you can tell.
The coffin stayed at the chapel overnight, and on the afternoon of the 8th of November, it was transferred to the medieval castle within the ancient citadel at Boulogne. A Légion d'honneur en masse kept a vigil overnight.
And ours was transferred via water, via a boat, one of the military boats, through Washington Naval Yard up to Washington, D.C., and laid in state at the Capitol, for all kinds of folks to be able to pay their honor, which is very nice.
Hang on,
The
we're
following-
about to get to that here. But what's fascinating about this is the fact that the French
Yeah.
took charge of the coffin until with such dignity
Oh.
until it reached the Channel. And a Légion d'honneur is the French army,
Okay.
and the Légion d'honneur is there. It may be as high as the CMG, I don't know, the Medal of Honor, but their most decorated soldiers protected this chap, and that it's the collaboration that is quite moving.
That is very nice. That's amazing.
Morning, the coffin was placed in a casket of oak timbers of trees from the grounds of Hampton Court Palace and placed onto a French military wagon. At 10:30 a.m., all the church bells of Boulogne tolled, and the mile-long procession, led by 1,000 local schoolchildren, escorted by a division of French troops, made a solemn march to the harbour.
Wow. Wow.
I love the footage.
Yeah. We would call that a caisson, I think. The cart being drawn by the horse. Very obvious the amount of respect they're showing.
I know, isn't it?
I bet those boots were polished.
Oh yeah. No, not necessarily.
At the quayside, Marshal Foch saluted the casket before it was carried up the gangway of the British destroyer HMS Verdun. Just before noon, HMS Verdun slipped anchor and, with an escort of 6 battleships from the Atlantic Fleet, crossed the English Channel to Dover.
Ah, Morse code. Which, when the aliens come, apparently that's how we're going to be saved. If I know all of my movies right. Yeah, nobody's messing with that shit, man. It really is a special kind of beautiful, Virgo. It really is.
As a side note, that's one of the last time the Royal Navy had 6 battleships.
Somebody's begging for eye scritches right now. Her eyes are bugging her. Can you come up?
I just
know.
watched your face.
Did you? Oh, God. Thank you.
Yoko.
The precious cargo arrived at Admiralty Pier, Dover, to a 19-gun salute fired from Dover Castle. It was placed in utility van number 132, and at 5:50 p.m. on the 10th of November, it began its 3-hour train journey to Victoria Station.
You have a 19-gun salute? Is that typical?
21, yes. I mean, the number of guns fired in salute in the UK is laid down by statute.
Oh, wow. Okay, because we typically have a 21-gun salute.
Right, but that's the max. But again, you start adding royalty, you start adding the minute gun for death, and all the numbers change. So a 19 would have been a very specific reason. I do not know the reason.
Okay.
But it's not always 21. 21 is a very specific number again.
And what's interesting is I found out today, at the Tune of the Unknown Soldier in the U.S. in Arlington, there are 21 steps. There's a 21-second salute. There's, and then the 21 seconds surveying the crowd, and then 21 steps back. Kind of, it's all done in 21s with that in mind.
Yeah.
If anyone has seen that in real life,
Again,
it's unbelievable.
you see that's because you gave him the highest honor. We didn't. We were at 19, and I don't know the reason for it, but there would have been a very good reason as to why he got 19, not 21.
Yeah, Sue Bear. We and someone said earlier that the Vietnam War still has the largest amount of missing in action.
Mhm.
And I'm assuming by now they may be transferred over to killed in action. I have no idea how all that works. But yeah, Vietnam just worse. I mean, I remember just in the last few months seeing a story about how some remains were identified out of the jungle.
Oh yeah.
Like
Yep.
just bones, just fragments of
Yes.
bones.
Yep.
But oh yeah, wars.
I mean, we're still burying bodies found in France from 1914-18. About 2 or 3
Wow.
years get reinterred in 1418 into proper cemeteries. And where we can know who they are, they're identified. But that's
Yeah.
2 or 3 years.
Wow. Yeah, it's war as hell. Truly. Ah, the days of steam engine trains.
Today, also,
Take
today
care,
that
Bertha.
rail journey takes 45 minutes.
Sorry,
Today
what was
that
that,
rail
Shiggy?
journey takes 45 minutes. Today that rail journey today takes 45 minutes, not 3 hours. From Dover to London, eh?
Wow. U.S. come up have 13 eye holes, no bathrooms, only one truck. I don't fully get that, Raven, because you know me. I would not. I mean, they would have just shoved me out the door had I actually tried to for service. But that is everything about the military has a meaning. That because I have one nephew who is a Marine, who was just said goodbye to family and friends for at least a year, and we don't know where. So that means it's someplace dangerous. And we have another one. Trying to remember. He was asked to try out for the Green Berets. I don't remember now the outcome, but he's like, medic, got all the training, and he's gonna be retiring soon, even though he was an infant at my wedding. I feel so old. But I mean, he, like you can only do so many halos before you mess up back, knees, and he taught a lot. He taught how to do halos, so he's had a lot of halo jumps. But yeah, I know. Go ahead.
I think that rail car that the coffin was carried in is actually the Imperial War Museum in London.
Wow, that's cool. They gotta have the overhead shot, right? Because it's so cool. I love the overhead shots of trains, especially steam engines. With the flourish at the end. Hey, Anthony. Now, is this where Harry
Arriving
Potter
at
went?
platform 8 at
Yes.
8:32 p.m. and now regarded as a national
No,
symbol,
you
the representative of the thousands who made the ultimate sacrifice, the unknown warrior, was greeted by a guard of honor and a large, silently respectful
Look at that.
crowd. A plaque marks the site, and every year on the 10th of November, a small remembrance service organized by the Western Front Association takes place between platforms 8 and 9 to honor and pay respects to this most significant of arrivals. It remained there overnight under escort until interment at Westminster Abbey the following day.
The 11th of
On the morning
November.
The 11th of November, The coffin was placed on a gun carriage drawn by 6 black horses from the Royal Horse Artillery.
All right, is that a
Huge
caisson?
crowds had gathered
Technically?
as the carriage travelled
Yes.
between
I'm not
lines
even-
of
okay.
troops, their heads
Well, occasionally
bowed and
it's just
rifles
a coffin
reversed
carriage.
for the
Oh, that
short
was
journey
up and
from
down.
It's a what?
That if you roll back a bit, you can see it again. That's actually just put on literally a platform place on top of a field gun.
Okay.
Thank you.
Because I know that ours was our unknown soldier was carried by horse-drawn caisson through the streets of DC before getting to the Capitol building, the Capitol Rotunda. Hey, NCR. Oh,
And
yep.
again, if you look at the footage from the Queen's funeral, she was pulled on probably that gun, and all they do is they take a normal gun, put a flat top on it, and then pull it.
Huge crowds had gathered as the carriage
Look at those
travelled
crowds.
between lines of troops, their heads bowed and rifles reversed for the short journey from Victoria Station to Westminster Abbey.
Wow. Muffled drums.
The black funeral drums.
Thousands came to pay their respects, lining the route as the carriage drew past, heading towards the cenotaph, a hugely symbolic national shrine commemorating the 1.1 million British and Empire dead of the First World War and
1.1
celebrating
million?
its centennial year.
Wow.
Representing an empty tomb, it immediately caught the public imagination, becoming a powerful focus for the grief of a nation and to honor the fallen, the glorious dead. Over 1 million people visited in the first week, and as Big Ben chimed 11 o'clock, a 2-minute silence fell throughout the capital, throughout the land, across the empire and on the seas, before the cenotaph was unveiled after the haunting notes of the last post rang out.
Bug. His name is Bug. Darn good bugle player.
Right on. Doesn't it send shivers down your spine?
Yeah. Is that taps for you guys? Oh,
The
look
last
at
post,
that.
yeah.
Last pose. Okay.
Oh,
Wow,
drums,
those-
yeah.
Wow.
Pause it. That's what we call a drumhead altar, and that comes back from the battlefield when you would have drummers going to battle with the soldiers. On
Mhm.
Sunday, they would form an altar like that, and that's where they'd have their Sunday church service. And it's known as the drumhead altar. Quite interesting.
And those silver ones are quite amazing.
Yeah. And for example, last night at the Albert Hall, they built a drumhead altar for the National Service of Remembrance. Last night. We still do it today.
You know, it's interesting. I learned about getting pulled into World War I and World War II and all that kind of good stuff from the United States perspective. I'm not sure I fully understood or even understand today how it impacted England and and the rest of Europe. It was on your land, so of course that's going to be a lot more.
I was about to say we're about 3,500 miles closer to it than you were.
Yeah. It was easier for us to say, I don't know what's happening. I don't see anything. I don't know. But yeah, that is. I mean, my grandfather flew bombers in World War II. But he came back, fine. And my uncle did things with Vietnam that he's never been able to talk about because I don't even know for sure if he went under the army or under the CIA. NSA, whatever the NSA is the spies. So he won't talk about it.
CIA is spies too.
Yeah. He won't talk about it, and I'm not going to push that with him. He's not talking about it for a reason. So yeah, it is.
The only problem with not pushing people like him to talk is we start to lose history, which is so sad.
It is. But yeah, I have heard and seen a lot about the poppy, and we don't necessarily have. I'm starting to see actually more poppies in the U.S. And I don't think it's necessarily honoring European soldiers. I think it's just honoring soldiers, period. And it would be nice if we could have a universal salute to the sacrifices that are made by the armed forces.
The poppy really is a British thing, but it was a British Empire that did it. It was 1920.
Because Canada's got that too. Yeah.
I was about to say, because it was a British Empire in those days, including Canada and Australia, New Zealand, India, and everywhere else. So a large percentage of the world's population, this sounds awful, does use it. And I'm not surprised that in America, I saw it when I was living there. I was beginning to use it, and it's really nice. It's really nice.
After the unveiling, the king placed his wreath of red roses and bay leaves on the coffin. His card read, "In proud memory of those warriors who died unknown in the Great War, unknown and yet well known, as dying, and behold, they live." The cortege, comprising the escorting pallbearers and followed by the king, the royal family, and ministers of state, continued to Westminster Abbey. Arriving at the north door of the Abbey, it was flanked by a guard of honor of 100 recipients of the nation's highest military honor, the Victoria Cross.
Oh, wow. Those men were under great pressure to not drop it. Do not stumble. Do not flinch.
The congregation settled and the choir sang. 100 women selected from the 15,000 who had lost a husband and one or more sons, bereft with emotion, took their place, and as the dean began to conduct the service, cries of mourning echoed around the abbey. The procession made its way to the grave, carefully removing the wreath, sidearms and helmet and the Union flag, and lowered the coffin into the grave. After the Lord's Prayer, the hymn, "Abide with Me," was sung with spirit and heartfelt emotion as the burial service came to a close. Servicemen from the armed forces stood guard as tens of thousands of mourners on a scale never seen before filed silently past the unknown warrior to pay their respects.
Wow. There's the drumhead alto. Sue Bear has a good question. Does Caruso, if you're in the chat, do Aussies have an unknown soldier tomb as well? I would imagine they would. That they would have their own, but that's a good question. Significance of bay leaves. That is another good question, Mrs. Tom.
I know they're a small green evergreen leaf, I think is what they were used. It was November, yeah. So your flowers were limited.
I know that they add flavor to soups and other recipe sauces.
But my great grandfather.
Oh, victory. Because that was originally what was used in Greek and Roman history with the yeah. They go back to Roman times. Yeah.
That's why if you're carrying your regimental color or the king's color on a date of a battle on your battle honors, you adorn the standard with a wreath of bay leaves above the flag for that one day. There you go.
The identity of the unknown warrior will rightly never be known. He represents the son of every mother, the husband of every wife, the brother of every sister, killed in the Great War and every war.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Those whose loved ones were amongst the unknown know that in this tomb there is resting the body of their beloved, and with it brings the hope and joy of many thousands, knowing that this body, this symbol of him, will always be remembered then, now, and forevermore, as the unknown warrior is finally home.
And the poppy wreath. Those are heralding trumpets that are. Those are snazzy.
Fantastic. Oh fuck.
That was amazing. Hold on.
What's gonna
Whoop,
happen is this: I'm
hold
actually
on.
gonna search your car because I can smell a strong odor of marijuana.
Okay.
So
Oh my gosh. Thank you.
a
You
couple of
probably still hear that.
facts. A couple of
Hmm?
facts about the tomb are a couple of facts about the Tomb of the Unknown Warrior. It is open to anyone to go and see it. You can walk straight past it. You can't walk on it.
Right.
And when the Queen Mother got married, on her way out of the abbey, she laid her bouquet on the tomb on her way out of the abbey. And every royal bride since, her bouquet has been sent back to the abbey after the service to be laying on the Tomb of the Unknown,
That's
which
amazing.
is quite nice. But thank you for sharing that.
Yes,
God,
absolutely.
I
Um,
guess my ugh.
And just to contrast it a little bit with the US, contrast probably isn't even the right word. Our Tomb of the Unknown Soldier has a special guard
Mhm.
that yes, they can shoot you.
Yes. Oh yeah, they'll tell you
If
that too.
if
Yeah.
you go past the chains that are put up, we'll see them
Mhm.
very shortly. You can be shot. They also have fixed bayonets, so you can be stabbed. They can
Mhm.
absolutely take you out if you are if you try to do anything near the tomb.
And they are vocal about it too.
Yes, they
There
are.
are plenty of videos of people who have gone past the chains and the guard has come out and said, "Step back or I will fire upon you." Like
So
just
Raven,
yeah.
then MIAs would never become KIA unless something is found. I didn't realize that. That's just got to be such a hole left in your family to have someone missing in action just until.
Yes, that is yes, Raven, you are correct. That is true.
So this is not actually a Karen video because I'm not going to give him air on this one. This is showing the last post for a particular guard. It's only 5 minutes, but they do it is amazing. All that
Is
they
it a
do.
female?
Hmm?
Is it a female guard who's just walked her last post?
No, this is a male. This particular one is a male. Let me see. Are you gonna do? Yeah. Hey. Okay. Just how they even just walk. I mean, like heel to toe, one foot in front of the other. 21. You can see what they have worn into the marble. People are instructed to be silent during these ceremonies. Speak at your own risk. Look at the steps they have worn into the marble.
Staff Sergeant 10, for the last time. Quote.
The clicking. You can see the path that they have worn into there. it's hard to keep Americans quiet.
Halt!
They're quiet for this.
Remain as directed.
Not that you're trying to prove that point right now.
Staff Sergeant Tapp, for the last time. All out.
This is the best bit.
So World War I in the main tomb. And then those 3 slabs are for the Vietnam, Korean, or World War II, Vietnam, and Korean. "21-second salute."
My dedication to this sacred duty is total and wholehearted. In the responsibility bestowed on me, never will I falter. And with dignity and perseverance, my standard will remain perfection. Through the years of diligence and praise, and the discomfort of the elements, I will walk my tour in humble reverence to the best of my ability. It is he who commands respect that protects. It is bravery that made us so proud. Surrounded by well-being throughout my day, alone in the thoughtful peace of night. This soldier will in honor glory rest, under my eternal vigilance. Signed, 1971.
And if you notice, he was not wearing his insignia while on his patrol because they don't want to rank anyone who's in the tube. Golly, I'm getting so mushy.
The only
But I think
person that
that's
does,
amazing.
the only person that does wear rank, the only person that does wear rank in that is the guard commander, who wears, I think, sergeant stripes. But the sentinels don't, as you say. And what's
Right.
fascinating is once you earn the sentinels back, you cannot swear and you cannot drink the rest of your life. They hold themselves to that high standard of
Yeah.
morality. I'm sure that Raven will give us some more facts, but they're amazing people. Sentinels.
They absolutely, you will see them, doing the guard duty in snow, in rain, in a hurricane. There was an earthquake, and they kept doing what they had to do. It was amazing.
As Raven said during 9/11 as well, when they saw it all
Yeah.
going down, all they could do was stand there.
I can't even imagine what that must have been like. But I think we may leave it at that tonight because you know,
I'm wrong.
we all have so much to be thankful for. And I know I can say very clearly that I have not paid much of the price that armed forces and their families pay. I am my brother-in-law served, I've got a couple nephews that are currently serving, but we have a lot of Air Force folks in Southern Arizona. The skies are beautiful down here for training and storing airplanes and all sorts of fun stuff like that. So we have Air Force galore down here. Where I came from in Maryland had around the Fort Meade area, there was a lot of, I'm pretty sure that was Army. Yeah, that was Army. So just I've always been aware of military comings and goings, not being able to settle in one place for long, and what that does to a family. And okay, palate cleanser. All right, what kind of a palate cleanser would you like? You want like idiots? Because I do have some idiots.
I did send you a video of something that are both idiots and a real thing. Because Shiggy didn't believe it.
What?
Audit Shield actually is going live.
What is it? What exactly is Audit Shield?
Audit Them has a subscription service. You should play the video. Has a subscription service, and he's going to teach you how to get clients and do audits for your clients and build reports.
All
right.
I can't say I've actually been out, so I'm going on with work. But thank you for playing that. That was fun to watch.
My absolute
heartbreaking. But thank you. Towards your soon, guys. Thank you.
We can do it on Friday.
That might be good because I don't know how to get it from Discord. You are expecting me to be able to tech, Phil.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
We know better than this, don't we? Mark, apparently you cannot leave until you give a Michael Caine impression. So you're
Daddy.
Just,
That's the wrong one.
No, Mark.
Oh no, Cicero left and she's out. That's probably it anyway. So. She's going to watch this back tomorrow. So Cicero, just for you. Moist Daddy.
Oh, stop it. Oh my gosh. Okay, listen, here's a new Let me see if I can do this right. I'm a Fenina. Okay, and then I need to, oh my gosh, I am trying to tech and failing horribly. Okay.
Well, at least you're not pulling the demon tech where you're muted and are going on and on and on about something that no one can hear.
Give me a minute.
now that I put that in your head.
All right. Okay. Oh, come on now. I had you all like tapped up, right? No, that's not. No. Frickin'. Okay. You go there. Okay. What? Where did you? No. Oh my gosh. You can't see my screen. It's going bazonkers. All right. Let me see if I can do that. Hey. Okay. And then that. Can I do that? Is that okay? That works. All right. Hopefully y'all can. Hopefully we're not all this bad. Hopefully we don't have fails this bad. This is my hope.
Well, I know a couple of people who do.
That would absolutely be me on a bike. Absolutely.
I've done that.
Oh no. Oh, dang.
I've not done that.
Oh, dang. This is Fail Army, by the way. You're gonna. Ow. Oh, road rash. Road rash.
Oh, I've had that happen. Actually.
Water deck first. Oh no. Oh, dang. Oh my god.
I think that's the one where the dude, that's the guy who actually owns the truck. He stole the they were going to repossess his vehicle. He got into an altercation. The tow truck driver's out of his truck. That dude gets into his truck and then creates all of this damage.
That door going backwards, man. You know that's bad.
Yeah.
And scraping every single car
Yeah. Yep.
down the road.
Yep.
I think I would commit murder.
Oh my, every single one.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, dang. That's not going to buff out. That will not buff out. Oh, no.
Yeah. So the guy's trying to keep his car from being repossessed, and that's what he does.
Good job, buddy. Good job.
Right.
Well, he's definitely not getting
Good
it back
job.
now.
Oh my gosh.
Not that he has to worry about driving for quite some time, but look at
And I'm sorry, the next one, Mustang driver. That's what you get.
Uh-oh.
Oh, bingo, I got action. Slip and fall.
Oh, just, you're absolutely going. Oh, yeah.
Goodness gracious.
Oh,
my
look
God.
at that.
Now, goodness gracious, I need a
Oh
150.
my goodness.
yeah, you asked.
Oh, dang. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's a hot tub. Well, not so much anymore. Good job, buddy. You did good. Oh.
I mean, they got it off the ramp.
Oh. See, with our swim spot, it's so stupidly huge. They had to crane it in.
Right.
And they had, I'm trying to think. They had 2 crane operators plus at least 4 people on the ground for that ridiculous thing. They got it where it exactly had to be, and we have power lines in like, if the power lines were like 3 feet over, it would have been impossible to get it in to where we wanted it. So yeah, that was thankfully that was not my hot tub, James, but has anyone ever tried bouncing the basketball with the can or bottle of beer on it to see
No.
if they'll bounce and then it will come up? It's a 1 in a million shot to get it right, and all the other opportunities to get it wrong. And if you get hit in the nads, there you go. Ow, ow, ow. Oh, scorpion. I think that's called a scorpion. Oh, so close. Oh, no. Oh, darling, I'm so sorry. Mom and her company. Party. Oh, no. Okay. That's out. You wanted the kid to kick it. The kid kicked it.
And now you got a concussion.
Wow. Oh, jeez.
Why did he do that?
This is
Just
why I got the swim spa here, so that my idiocy in it is not broadcast around. There is no camera that I know of.
That's what you think. I mean, there is the live feed camera in the backyard.
I mean, listen, whoever watches that thing will be, mentally unstable for life. I can tell you that much.
Oh, trust me, I am.
Have at it, but whatever. When's the last time as an adult that you've been on a swing? I remember doing it once when Progeny was little, and like she was young enough that it wasn't completely weird for me to be on the swing next to her.
Go around.
My whole balance system is different as an adult than it was as a kid. I could swing for hours and not get dizzy, not get, now I'm like 3 pushes and I'm good. I'm good. I don't need any more. Let's see what happens to this guy. Sir, you have a lot of mass moving forward. Oh! Yeah, your phone. You pushed him in. Oh,
Oh,
the TV. Oh, it
yeah,
didn't
turn the
happen.
TV, yeah, turn
didn't
it off.
Turn it off so nobody notices.
I don't know how that happened.
Oh, those pots are so expensive. Those huge pots are so expensive. Watch out for. Oh, there you go. Yeah, yeah. Bet you had your phone in your pocket too, didn't you?
Just come out and shake your head and try and act sexy. I meant to do that.
Oh, dang. Dang, I am too old for that now.
Oh,
My back is hurting for you, ma'am.
and the back of my head. Oh my god.
Okay, what? I think that was whipped cream, if I'm not mistaken.
Do that to Coco.
If you're wondering how we got a free police dog, it's because he failed.
Wait, no.
You don't like it. Come here,
No, it's
Chad.
over there. It's over there. Oh no. Those things are awful for that.
One way to do it.
Oh my. Oh! Oh, tailbone. Tailbone. Ow. Coccyx.
Oh,
Gone.
no. Bad idea.
Sir and or madam.
Oh, no.
What are we doing besides killing our car?
That is a car, not a boat.
Ow. Okay,
Oh,
she
man.
can do more than I can. Oh, into the bush.
Oh my god!
Thank goodness it happened to her, not the baby. Oh, tree coming down. Tree. Oh. Was that right?
I mean, it
between
looked
the
like
houses?
a reasonable, yeah.
Oh,
I'm pretty
no,
sure
no,
they didn't mean it to kind of.
it didn't hit the house on our right, but it hit the house on the left.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, this is like for like a bunch of kids, right? This is gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. It's not gonna be a problem. It's gonna be fun.
Right.
Oh, those were Legos.
I didn't do it.
I didn't do it.
Get out, Skylar!
The car is just rolling. Oh my. Oh, here you go. Boom. Yeah, there was no stopping that one.
Random person's car is in neutral.
And still rolling. Whoopsies. They have very strong hands too.
See?
Oh. Broke the window. Whoops. Protein ice cream, but you're... Wait, what? Hold up. Protein ice cream, but your dog has had enough. Coco has days like that. She's like, I don't know what you're doing, but we're done now. Oh, that's a paw. That was actually a paw up there. Oh, you're
Dog
falling.
thought it was a cat.
Oh yeah.
Oh, darling, you're gonna.
Oh,
Okay. All right. Oh. Couldn't. Oh. Okay. Oh. Ow. You want the squirrel. Cat wants the cat's not getting the squirrel. The cat wants the squirrel. Ow.
Yeah.
Hopefully no broken arms. Ow. Oh, what are you doing? What do you think you're doing, sir? Okay, at least that was harmless. Ish. No. Oh, but his shoes light up, so that makes all the difference. Oh! Ow! Dang! Oh no! Bad, I don't think it was dishwashing detergent. That was something else.
Can't get in. No.
Carrying a spring. Oh, there you go. Oh, see those drive-offs.
Yeah.
Those are necessary. I haven't seen a truck actually do that. I have seen the remnants of a truck after they have done it. Dang.
I haven't seen a truck do it, but when we go to Atlanta, we go through Tennessee. There are those on the interstate there, and I always think, oh, that would be kind of cool to drive up.
Northern Arizona can get pretty hilly once you get out of Phoenix. It's like there's like little hills like all over the place around Phoenix, and then it can get really hilly north of Phoenix, and there are a bunch of those on that trek. This adorable little boy, it is a Vaseline tub that he has done that with. All over.
Oh, nice.
Did you eat it?
Could've.
He's got. Oh boy. Oh! Ow! Oh dang! That's a goat.
Yep.
That's a goat in with the driver.
Yep.
Goat in with the driver. He needs a bath in Dawn soap to get the. Oh no.
Oh my God.
Oh. Oh no. Oh, the whole thing. Oh, and it was chocolate milk.
Oh.
That reminds me of
Kids are
somebody
mourning
else's
that.
fridge.
The kids are mourning that. Okay, oh, my ankles are hurting from that one. That's where Blue's goat went. Yes, very definitely, Sue Bear. That one hurt my ankles. Both my ankles are fused, but that one hurt my ankles.
Want to buy it.
Oh, how stinky was that? Dang. That had to be really bad. When the dogs take you out.
Yep.
When the dogs take you out, that is like, oh man. Yeah. Yeah, that is. I'm not going to say Coco has taken me out, but Coco has absolutely taken me out. Absolutely.
Oh, the Papal Roddy's tried to take me out a few times.
Well, what I want to know is, did either of you film it?
No. And if it was filmed, you don't know where it's kept. So there. I'm sure if Progeny had the opportunity, she did. Yeah. Actually, Coco just tried to take me out just now because my foot rested on the ball she left for me that I didn't even realize was underneath my chair. Had I not realized that and shifted my foot just enough so that I felt the ball underneath my foot, I would have absolutely fallen on my fat ass without even trying. Oh, gotta love it.
And that could have been on the internet forever.
No, absolutely not. Not getting up yet. I do not want it. I do not trust myself in the least. But yes, and Progeny also says that I booby trap my side of the bedroom I get it cleaned up every single week. I get it cleaned up. But in between those cleanup times, depending on how I'm feeling, it may be pristine. Who are we kidding? It may not. So yeah, that is I always try to booby trap Progeny. Yeah, dog wants to go. Dog wanted to go right. She wanted to go left. I remember going to a dog park here where somebody, like the regulars know each other. Like they went way too early for me. I was not interested in getting up at 5 a.m. to take the dog to the dog park. Arthritics normally do not like mornings, but they came in like with both arms casted like up just past the elbow, and they're like, oh yeah, at the dog park. their own dog took him out, and they braced like this and busted both wrists and forearms.
No.
And it was their own dog that took him out. Like, oh,
The, the people, Roddy, will play chase around the house, and she's a firm believer in the shortest distance is a straight line. And if I happen to be in between her and the straight line, she'll try to run between my legs.
And Roddy's,
because she's got to win. She's got to win, right?
they're not small dogs.
No.
They're not purse puppies.
No.
Or as I've also heard them called.
The trouble is they think
It
that
is.
they are the size of their head, and it's not true.
I know, right? Right? Yeah, we joke with my brother that had he been raised today, CPS would have been called on my parents. Because just with my brother being my brother, he broke both arms, both legs, collarbone. I don't even know how many fingers and toes. There was at one point where the hill that we lived on, like you kind of, go up and then down, then up again, and then down to where the main street of my very small town was. He realized going down the large hill that he didn't have brakes on his bike. So this is his thought process. I can either try to dodge cars, or I can throw myself off the bike into a bush and, take my lumps. So he threw himself over the bars of his bike, broke a collarbone, and had to walk home with one arm, hanging down low because of the broken collarbone, dragging the bike, the busted up bike behind him.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's he also apparently this is in the days before like childproof locks on car doors. And either my parents didn't lock the door, or he figured out at that wonderful young age how to unlock the door, and I wouldn't put it past him. That same very large hill, he basically rolled down it on his head. Had all these scars on it that the hair still won't grow. So yeah, my brother should have been in a bubble. Absolutely. That's
yeah, there's a few painful memories of it.
And I mean, he also he played tennis in high school, and he played tennis like he was riding that bike. So if he was going after a ball, he would fling his body, possibly fling the racket to, hit it in midair kind of a thing. Oh, he is paying for that now. He was young.
Oh, yeah.
He didn't have any issues. He is now paying for it.
Yep.
But, all right, guys. Thank you so much for hanging. Thank you so much
for having us,
honoring the veterans, because Mark, you are considered a veteran, right? Are you? I don't know. Are you considered a veteran? I mean, not of a war, but of service. Are you a veteran of a war? I don't even know.
No, I didn't see combat. I was non-combat. I was mostly non-combatant. There was one time I was combatant.
See, I don't want to give anyone any information that you don't want out there. Raven is definitely a vet. I know, because she gives me Raven gives me grief every time about what a wuss I am, and Raven is absolutely correct that I am an absolute wuss. But we've got a lot of friends in the community who either have served, are serving, or we have friends and family in the service. So yeah. we do know, and we love you for it, Raven. We do.
And if I could make a practical suggestion, if you're wondering what to do to honor veterans, if you happen to be fortunate enough to be out and about somewhere, a coffee shop, a gas station, something like that, and you see a veteran, buy their coffee. It's a simple thing to do, to just say thank you.
it's funny. My brother-in-law, who served in the Persian Gulf War, he doesn't like to be thanked for his service. He doesn't. Like it.
I know a lot of
I can relate
I know
to
a lot of people who are like that. Yeah.
So we try to send over the goodies like that. Absolutely. As a matter of fact, Prodigy School is having a big Veterans Day assembly where we have currently serving and formerly serving from actually all the different branches, I believe. I know we've got, we even have Space Force. We even have Space Force that will be coming tomorrow. So that and the kids all sing the patriotic songs, and the older kids write thank you cards and hand them out, and it's a neat thing. So
here's my question.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, when Space Force is actually, out in force defending us against the galaxy, and a soldier is lost to space, will they call them a list lost in space?
That I do not know.
Or is it MIA?
I don't have Netflix, so I did not know about that.
I
But
mean,
actually,
it could be missing in space or miss.
see, now we're headed down rabbit holes.
There used to be it's a reference, clearly a reference. I'm clearly older than there used to be a really cheesy show in the late 60s, early 70s called Lost in Space.
That was very cheesy. and the one guy on there gave me the creeps all the time.
Yeah. So that's
was it like Swiss cheese, like the moon? Because everybody knows that the moon is really made out of cheese.
Well, obviously.
Yes.
I saw the Wallace and Gromit documentary.
Green cheese, yes.
All right, folks. Do your part this week to let someone know that you care about them. That would be a good thing. There are a lot of people that are. We got really happy people. We got really scared people. We got all in between. And tomorrow should just be about thanking the veterans. So.
Yep.
Appreciate that. Yeah. Do we see? There's another rabbit hole. Now that we have Space Force, do we need to raise the Pentagon and build a hexagon?
No, we're gonna build a Death Star on the moon.
I can actually see.
And we're gonna we're going to have a Jewish guy build lasers, and then we'll have death lasers from space, like Marjorie Taylor Greene thought. So.
Yeah. Because of course. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Be good. Be safe. We'll see you all next week. Bye.
Only supposed to blow the bloody doors off.